Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I've got a client infill for you. I didn't actually do the set that I'm currently removing off this client on camera, but I did do the design in a video separately afterwards because obviously I realised that I didn't film it, so you can still see me do the design. So I'm just removing the previous design now with my... I really need to check what the name of this bit is because I use it every time and I never tell you what it is because I can never remember it. But as you can see the shape of it. It's the fine one and it's black. So you can find it on the Willow Academy website because that's where it's from. Just clearing all that previous design, taking the bulk down a little bit, making sure there's no lifting left. We are keeping the length this time with this client because she is going on holiday, so she wants them a little bit longer. As you can see, there is lots of growth since we did this set. They have grown really quick. So yeah, this bit's pretty boring to be fair, just removing everything. Again, making sure there's no lifting, so the nail plate is ready for the next application of Builder. Once I've done this, I'm going to go in my Anastasia bit from Willow Academy as well. Just ignore the staining underneath the nails. It is just tint. This client has been on my channel a million times and I explain it every single time. But for anyone that's new here, this client is a beauty therapist and nail technician. So she does get like tint and sometimes hair dye underneath the nails because she works in a hairdresser's. And sometimes she helps out with washing clients' hairs for the hairdresser and stuff like that. So that is what the staining is. But yeah, just going to push the cuticles back next. Sorry if you're going to hear, I need to stop saying it's really annoying. It's annoying me and I'm not even listening to myself. Oh God, I was going to do it again. I don't know what else to say. I need to just relax and think about what I'm going to say before I go to say it instead of filling the gap with an But anyway, I'm going in with Anastasia bit, like I mentioned. We're just going around the cuticle area with that, down the side walls, around the cuticle area, making sure there's no skin on the nail plate and it's all nice and clean. And also this pushes the cuticles back at this point as well, so we'll reveal a little bit more of the nail plate. Make sure there's no... Just done it again, I'm so sorry. I need to stop pointing it out because you might not have even noticed it until I said it, and now it's one of those like light bulb moments that's going to really wind you up. I'm just using a sanding band now from Temu, whatever you want to call it. I got these in the last haul that I showed. I have used these for a long time now because I got loads of them. They've lasted me a really long time. And to be fair, some of them are actually all right. Some of them are not so great. They're a little bit big or they're a bit... like they're not perfectly smooth, so I wouldn't be able to put them on a nail plate because there's a bit sticking up or something like that. So I just bin all those ones. But for how much they cost, it was still worth it because I've used majority of them. There's only been a few that I've had to chuck, so it's not too bad. But I wouldn't buy them again either, saying that. So, you know, just depends. So I'm just going over the whole area of the previous builder and the nail plate that is the new growth area now to make sure that it's all nice and rough and there's nothing on there that shouldn't be. Once I've done that, I'm going to shape and do the cuticles off camera because I find that so much easier to do when my phone is not in the way. So I will come back and the nails will be like sort of ready for application, which is not ideal obviously, but it makes the video a bit shorter, cuts out the boring bits and also makes my life easier because I don't have to do those things with slightly obscured vision, I suppose. So here, oh, I did this on camera, I just didn't do the cuticles. So yeah, hand filing on camera, not cuticles on camera. And also I apply primer off camera as well. I always apply that before the nail order AnGel because that is what the manufacturers, like that's what nail order recommends. So obviously always do what they say you need to do. We're just making them a little bit more crisp this time because like as you use your nails, if they've got sharp corners, they do round off naturally over time. So we're just making them nice and straight again. Going for like a coffin shape, but quite a wide coffin, not too narrow. And then once I've done that, I'll then do cuticle work off camera. Just cut the cuticle, like extra dead skin, clean them up a bit, and then go in with primer, and then you'll see the AnGel Builder Gel application. Always start with a really nice thin layer. This layer is cured, and then I will go and do this again, but then not cure it, and then go in with a thicker bead and use my striper brush to move that around. I use the Magpie striper for that most of the time, but you can use any striper, it doesn't really matter. Just one with not loads and loads of bristles I always find is easier. One nice thin one is good because it doesn't drag too much of the product around. And I just use the very tip of the brush as well, so it's really light touch and you're not moving it really. You're just sort of, well, you are moving it obviously, but you're not moving all of it by accident because it's too heavy a brush. So I'm going to let you watch this bit because it's pretty self-explanatory. I've just explained it anyway, and it's very repetitive because I'm going to show you all the nails. I think maybe not the thumbnail, I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't show the thumbnail just because I was out of focus a little bit when it came to do it, so I cut it out, I think. I might not have, but I'm sure I did. So I'm just going to let you watch this bit, and then when it comes to the design, I will talk you through what we're doing then. So first things first, I'm just going in with a pale yellow colour. This is for the pinky finger. We're doing a V French on this one, and also on the index nail and also the thumb. And then we're going to outline this with some gold glitter and also do some dots in the cuticle area just to fill in that gap and give it a bit more colour as well, because these are nice bright colours for my client's holiday. She is off to Tenerife, I think she said. So we wanted something nice and bright because she's going to be in the sun for a few days. So this nail we're just using a bright orange colour, and then the thumbnail is going to be a bright pink. They're all from Gel Perfection, but to be honest, I don't really obviously talk about Gel Perfection. I do have quite a few people comment on my videos saying what colour is it and what brand and stuff like that, but there's a reason I don't mention it, and it's because I don't want you to mistake me just mentioning what colour specifically and brand it is. I don't want you to mistake that for promotion, because I'm not promoting the brand at all, quite the opposite. I'm very unhappy with how the brand has acted over the past year or so, I suppose, maybe 6 months to a year. Yeah, I don't actually have anything good to say. Don't get me wrong, the products themselves have lots of good things to say about them. They are brilliant. I will never not like them because I use them for years and they are amazing. The colours are very pigmented, as you can see, and I can't say anything bad about them, but the way that the business has been handled lately is awful. Lots of people, including myself, are owed money and orders. Well, not money and orders, but owed either their orders to arrive from I think my most long-standing order at this point is April, so it's nearly been a year since I've been owed that order, and it hasn't arrived, and I've not had any correspondence. And I know I'm not the only one. There is hundreds and hundreds of people in the same scenario that can't get a refund and can't get the products either, because the owner of Diamond Glitters has disappeared off the face of the earth. So yeah, that is why I don't mention which colour I'm using sometimes. If I'm using one from a different brand, I always mention it. So that's just a future tip. If you do watch a lot of my videos, if I don't mention the colour specifically, it's because it's a Gel Perfection one and I don't want to give them any attention, basically. And I definitely wouldn't want you to go to their website and buy, because unfortunately, after all this nonsense of her owing lots of people money for refunds or owing lots of people products that they're not going to receive and stuff, her website is still open to be bought from. So I'd hate for anyone to hear what colour I'm using and then nip over to the website to buy it and then not receive it. So that's why I'm not mentioning it. So yeah, just went on a bit on a tangent there and not even explained what I'm doing, but I'm just creating some leaves and petals and all sorts on these two nails. We just made it up. Well, I just made it up as I went along. This client is very open with her design. Sometimes she'll give me a slight brief of a colour scheme or what sort of vibe she's going for, and I'll run with it. Sometimes she doesn't have a clue, which is one of these times. But I just said to her, like, you are going abroad, aren't you? Because I've planned a really bright set in my head. And she said yes. I was like, okay, perfect, that's fine. So she was happy to go with whatever I'd got in mind. So yeah, I'm out of breath now because of talking so much and going on that little rant. I'm very sorry for everyone else that is in the same scenario as me with Diamond Glitters. It is very frustrating. I am owed over £200 worth of products that I know I'm not going to receive because, like I said, it's been over like nearly a year now. I'm owed some from April, May and June. Very frustrating that she kept saying that she was going to be closing down. So did lots of closing down sales, which meant that people obviously ordered more products because they were cheaper, just to not receive them anyway. And she seems to have just pocketed the money and moved on. So that's very frustrating. Can't contact via email, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, nothing. She's just gone. I've also been booted off the Facebook group for commenting on posts asking for a refund. So very frustrating. If anyone has placed orders in the last, I can't remember how many months it is. I think it might be 6 that it can help you with. If you've placed orders within the past 6 months and you haven't received them, absolutely find out if you can get a refund. I personally did try that, but I can't get a refund because it's been too long. So my credit card company or PayPal are not able to help, which is very frustrating, but there you go. But do give it a go. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.